Hello, everyone, and happy Friday, and welcome to today's general tarot reading. Actually, even though I feel like this will be general, there is this strong thread of energy even before I start shuffling the cards, where it really feels like some sort of divine message needs to come out. And it really feels like it's centered around relationships. Now, I know many people in the collective that I channel, and if you are new here, I channel a very specific collective, but I do leave the readings open for anyone if any threads of energy connect with you in a personal way. But I know there are many people in the collective that are actually single, so I feel like only a small group of people within the collective this is really going to resonate with. But I just feel like there is a divine message from spirit that is centered around the concept of relationships. And so as I just take, a moment to really channel into this energy, I just want to see what's going to come out here. So we have our opening card here. Okay, it's the Devil card. So definitely some major arcana energy here. And this is in the upright position. So I'm sensing something that's really heavy and something that is really rooted in patterns that are very low vibrational. There's a lot of addiction to familiarity. There's a lot of addiction to drama. There's a lot of addiction to what used to be. So patterns from the past, almost like karmic cycles is what this feels like. And it's like you're ignoring where you currently are right now, whoever I'm speaking to within this collective. So what's keeping you bonded in this really toxic type of relationship? Because it does feel like love. So I know I said general, but this might really connect as a love reading. But it's like what is keeping you is this looping pattern. And it's like both of you feel very trapped, but neither one of you are choosing to release a lot of this negative energy. Neither one of you, you and your person, truly feel safe enough to really grow beyond what's currently happening right now. And there's just a lot of binding energy. There's like obsession, codependency, and just a repeating cycle. But it feels like attachment that is really not truly a foundation of love. It's more about comfort and not about evolution. It's more about fear, and it's really not about freedom. So, okay, what other energy can I channel based off of this strong thread that immediately just came here? So, we have the Five of Pentacles in the upright position. Someone feels really cold and left out. They feel abandoned. They feel unchosen. They feel as if there's a sense of their person not really recognizing the depths of them, the depths of their soul, the depths of their being. And I'm sensing that you really are craving a connection that expands beyond breadcrumbs, but you just feel really alone right now. You feel like this emotional homelessness is the best way to describe it, where it just feels like someone really loves the idea of the relationship more than the reality. It's like you're scared to face the reality of what is actually going on here. We have here the Justice card reversed, and it also fell out with another card. So this is the Knight of Cups reversed. So this connection is really imbalanced right now. There's a lot of unfair types of dynamics that are really going on right now. There's something in the relationship that's not really grounded in truth. It's not really fully aligned, and it's not being handled fairly. There's a lot of dishonesty, a lot of avoidance, a lot of refusal to take accountability. But I feel like this is really coming from your person. But there is this thread of energy where you're not taking full accountability either of how this person may be treating you or the types of exchanges that are going on. And so I'm sensing there's a lot of like immature energy amongst your person. There's a lot of mixed signals. There's a lot of broken promises. There's a lot of energy where something is not really being followed through. Someone is really acting more from emotion than integrity. And that really feels like your person. And so there's a lot of inconsistent actions that are really going on right now. And it's just really, really heavy. It's really taking a toll on you. It's really kind of making you feel scatterbrained or really drained or exhausted in the physical. And it's really affecting other areas of your life as well, financially, emotionally, even spiritually. We have another major arcana card, the moon. So this is really interesting because most of the readings that I do, there's usually not so many major types of energy that really comes through. Not to say that my readings are not powerful for this collective, but usually there's not so many major arcana cards that come through like this. But we have the moon reversed, and I'm really sensing here that there's illusions that are really starting to break or will be breaking. There's a lot of misunderstandings or lies that are really coming to the surface. And it really feels like you and your person are really starting to see the truth that you've been avoiding when it comes to each other, dealing with each other every day. And the fog is really lifting. So excuses, stories, fantasies about coulda, woulda, shouldas, or broken promises, or just stuff that's not really truly aligned. It's dissolving. Spirit is opening something for you where you have to accept the truth of what's truly going on. So there's some sort of clarity that's going to be coming. There's going to be a light bulb moment that is really going to be coming, and it's coming whether you want it or not. And Spirit is presenting clarity and this opportunity for you to choose the clarity over discomfort or what really feels like where you want to stay at in this lower vibrational energy. And so, as I say that, we have the Tower reversed. And so, this is definitely sort of like a warning, it feels like, where a major collapse is really being delayed right now. But because there's so much resisting on both you and your person, it's like this breakup or this separation that I'm sensing that is looming, over the hills, so to speak. It's like long overdue, and Spirit is really trying to orchestrate something. But when this happens, you're not going to be really quite see it, even though you've been feeling this type of energy sort of building up for quite a while. And so it really feels like the universe and Spirit is really saying that, it's tried to get your attention very gently. But the next time something major happens or occurs, it won't feel gentle. It'll be chaotic. It'll feel really just like not necessarily over the top, but just something so major that it's going to kind of like sweep you off your feet, almost like a wave, like a crashing wave. And you're not really going to be ready for it. You're not really going to see it coming, even though intuitively speaking and spiritually speaking, you know that this is something that is going to have to be brought to the surface. It's going to have to be dealt with in some particular fashion or form. And so, really, Spirit is really kind of coming in and like forcing a reset. That's really literally what's happening here. I mean, there's just no other way to really kind of put this. It's just something so major that has been avoided within this particular relationship dynamic is going to actually be addressed. It's going to actually come full circle. And it's really because the foundation of everything that has been built was really built on false pretenses. And whether or not you truly acknowledge that, it is going to be meant to be acknowledged at some point. And I'm sensing it's going to come when you least expect it. It really is. So, with that said, I do feel guided to sort of end the reading here because I do feel like there really isn't much more to say about this particular type of energy that I'm sensing. This really actually is the strongest thread of energy that I am sensing. And it really feels like a very short, guided, direct message here about this particular relationship dynamic. So, if other people in the collective, again, ones that are single, if they do feel excluded, I do apologize, but I really only channel the strongest threads of energy. And so this is really rare that it's just this one type of energy that is coming through at this present moment in time as I'm recording this, because normally multiple threads of energy wants to come through all at once. But this just feels so direct from a particular set in the collective from your spirit guides, and they want you to acknowledge something that's wrong in this particular relationship dynamic. So, with that said, the last card here from the tarot is the Six of Swords. So, gosh, with this one right here, this is really a choice. It's really what you have to choose. Do you want to distance yourself or not from this particular person? Because you will be presented with a choice where you will be aligned with being able to just simply walk away and just transition to calmer waters. But I'm sensing that for many of you, that's going to be a very extreme struggle. It's going to be exceedingly difficult in order to detach from your person because you're just so used to the comfort that this person brings. But really, that comfort has a very specific karmic contract associated with it. So it's really your choice to leave the turbulence behind to find something much more serene and calmer. And so it's going to look really different, though, for everyone that this is connecting with, because I sense that for some people, you may be moving forward together with your person to heal. But for many of you, it's going to be a separation type of phase, whether that's going to be indefinite or something temporary. I'm not quite sure. But it does feel like it could be permanent or at least semi-permanent, because I do sense that for the people that this is connecting with, you don't typically stay single for very long. You typically mingle and are very sociable when it comes to romantic avenues. But this particular person, there's something so specific within the karmic contract that you have with this person. And so I'm sensing that a lot of that contract is really dissolving. And so this could be opening up to new avenues of romance for you if you choose that for yourself. But if you do not, then you are, in a sense, fated or destined to really continue these karmic cycles here. And, I actually feel guided to pull just one more card. So, and wow, it's another major arcana card. It's the Wheel of Fortune. So, yes, this is reversed, and it's just you cycling through if you do not choose the Six of Swords, if you do not choose to really put yourself first and choose something that is actually very aligned for you. If you really are choosing the comfort and the chaos, then you're just going to be repeating an endless cycle, or you're going to be really spinning the wheel in a sense, but it's always going to be spinning in this karmic cycle. And it's just not really where you're meant to be. You're really meant to ascend or expand higher than what's truly going on in this lower vibrational situation you have with this other person. Because the reality is, if you do not actually align with this Six of Swords type of energy, where you actually transition or expand out of what's happening here, there is going to be this collapse that's going to happen from spirit, and it is going to be really alarming for you. It's going to be really major, but it's not really going to be this major thing that is really going to collapse you in a sense to where you've just lost it all. But it is going to be something that's really going to actually wake you up and, in a sense, almost snap you out of this matrix type of energy. And once you finally get fully awakened, that's when you truly align to where it is you need to be for your highest potential. So, with that said, I do actually feel guided to end the reading here for real this time. And just like the previous reading, I do feel compelled to use a Rumi quote to close the reading instead of the oracle card. So, this is definitely one of those rare readings where there's actually no oracle cards. We only relied heavily on the tarot here, but this thread of energy really needed to be discussed in this particular reading. So, to close the reading here, the Rumi quote that we have, this quote says, "Yesterday, I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today, I am wise, so I am changing myself." Rumi. Well, thank everyone in the collective so much for extending your beautiful vibrational energy to this reading to help co create this message. And if it does not connect with you on a personal level, it may not have been for you because, again, this really felt super specific to certain individuals within the collective that are going through a relationship crisis or some sort of turmoil or something that is really plaguing you at the current moment. So, this definitely really did feel like a rare type of reading. But if something did connect with you personally, I do hope that you use it for your highest potential. I'm definitely sending you lots of light, love, and happiness. I do hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day and a very safe weekend. And I will definitely see you in Monday's reading.